There is a website that offers its users the choice to experience the ultimate horror. This website, called blindmaiden.com, is supposedly a site dedicated to a doomed spirit that will enter the home of people who viewed it. However, no matter how hard you try, your browser won't allow you to enter the site. You see, to access the site, you must wait exactly till 12 a.m., making sure that the night in question is a new moonlight. Then you must be on your own in your own home with all the lights turned off. Only when these conditions are met, you will be granted access to the website. As soon as you enter, you will see a montage of pictures being displayed quickly. These images are boys and girls without eyes and faces that are twisted in tremendous fear. After that, text will appear on the monitor saying, "This website will take you to a whole new level of horror. A horror that will use all 5 of your senses. You must be very careful not to click on anything. By accident, you'll be forced and faced with real experience of absolute horror. Click the accept button to engage actively in the experience. If you click decline, you will be rewarded with access to the entire archive of these gruesome images. A gore site is pretty much. Click accept. However, there will be no turning back. You have sealed your fate, and trust me, you will experience the ultimate horror." Upon accepting, you will see a sinister silhouette walking towards your home on your monitor. The spirit will then approach and enter the same room as you're in. You will see your own back on the monitor, and you will feel the presence behind you. Suddenly, you will feel somebody tapping on your shoulder, and as you turn around, you will see the blind maiden's face and scream in terror, and it will be the last thing you'll ever do, as she will then kill you. The blind maiden will then pluck your eyes out and take a photo of your face. Congratulations, you have successfully completed the ritual, and as reward, that photo will forever be a part of the website's picture gallery. Just like all the other photographs of people who are stupid or curious enough to press the accept button. And yes, if you are a thrill seeker, then you will love the last few moments of your life. And that, my little pretties, was Blind Maiden website, a creepypasta written by SpaceManiac888. My final thoughts on this story: I'm actually very shocked and surprised of how popular this creepypasta is. It's a very well-made, scary creepypasta. It's definitely based on, some urban legends that people made some urban legend videos based on this story. I mean, there are tons of narrations of this story out there, and I've read a bunch of narrations. Well, not just necessarily read, but actually watched a bunch of narrations, and I have to say, a lot of people really thought that this one is the most classic creepypasta I've ever seen. I mean, there's other ones, but this is definitely one of the classics that really puts you on edge of fear. Now, the whole point of this is that, it's basically a deep web website. I mean, I know this site probably most likely doesn't exist, but I mean, this is possible that it's, in the deep web. This story probably is, from the deep web that people go on. I'm assuming that's what it is. It's a deep web website, but I don't really know. And I don't ever plan to go on the deep web, so take my advice and don't ever visit the deep web because, yeah, let's just say you're gonna get, well, messed up within seconds if you don't, if you don't know what you're doing. But basically, despite this being short, I honestly have to say it's a classic story, as well as the good grammar. The grammar is pretty good, as well as the good concept, sentence structuring, and all that. I honestly thought it was a really well made story, and I honestly found this one to be, well made in a sense. It's a great story. It's definitely well made. It's pretty amazing. So, yeah, that is one of the things I gotta say about this story. This story honestly plays really well made in a matter of ways of how well done this story is. Now, it's a very good classic creepypasta. I honestly thought it was amazing, as well as a good concept and all that. It's really good, it's very original, amazing. Really do like how well made this story really played out as well. I definitely have to say, it's just really well made in detail, especially with the whole concept. I do find this one to be amazing. It's awesome. And I mean, I've took a look. I remember a lot of people actually narrated this story. I mean, there's so many people out there that actually took a look at this story. I mean, one of them being, Seabass and Mr. Creepypasta. But I also, the first Creepypasta narration I came across of this story was by um, Gory Parodies. And yeah, I remember he narrated this story, and this was honestly something. I'm gonna be honest, this story was definitely something. To be 100% honest, it's a well-made story. It's definitely really good to look at. It's well made, and I honestly thought it was pretty neat. So I definitely would have to say it's it's a good story, and I'm sorry, I have no idea what else to say. The story is just holy crap, really good. This story was just a really well made story. I honestly almost am out of words of what to say because of how good this story is. Like how well made, this concept and the good grammar and all that is. I mean, come on, people. Like, we're talking about a regular pasta here. We're not talking about any story that involves, hyperrealistic blood, hyperrealistic gore, or anything like that. No, no, no. It's not any of that, which I'm definitely very well can definitely say that I'm glad it doesn't involve that. With the hyperrealistic blood, gore, and all that BS. But the one thing I'm gonna definitely say was that this story definitely was something. And yeah, it's actually one of these stories that I actually thought it was well made of how well done this story has, run came out as being good in a sense. And yeah. So anyways, that being said, with that being the case, um yeah. So Space Maniac, if you're watching this, awesome job with this story. Great job with this story. You're an awesome not narrator, but you're an awesome writer. Great job with this story. You definitely did know what you're doing at this story. And this story is one of the best creepypastas I've ever seen. I know I've seen some other ones, but this one, you did pretty good. So I guess with that being the case, and with that being said, I'm going to sit here and wrap up this review. I'm going to sit here and say right now, this is just simply my own personal opinion. And if you happen to disagree with me, that's fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to these creepypastas, and this is just simply my own personal thoughts. My final rating of the story, I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10. It's a very good, well-made story. It's definitely worth to, read. It's got great time and effort into the story. I honestly found it to be, enjoyable and well made, especially with the concept and especially with, how wonderful and well made this story really is, especially with, the whole plot of it. And I mean, I have a feeling that this Blind Maiden website is basically based off a site from the deep web. I mean, that kind of makes you wonder if that's the case. I have a feeling that's probably the case, but yet again, we don't really know what this story really is trying to portray much, but, you know, all we could do is just use our imagination. But I definitely would have to say, awesome job with this story. And I'm not gonna lie, this one was fantastic. I honestly thought this story was amazing, and it still is. So, yeah. Anyways, I guess with that being said, what did you guys think about this creepypasta? Did you all enjoy it? Did you all not? Also, what we have done personally to help make this story a lot better. Feel free to leave me now with your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm the Queen of Lions. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I make brand new videos every single day. Don't forget to ring the notification bell to when I upload so that way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, please roll the outro because I'm out.